Here we are at the turnout. And here we have Councillor Curran holding the candle. Obviously the gatekeeper.
I'd like to think so, of not just Councillor Petty, but of Council as well. And we're determined to maintain that stance at Council.
Good.
We won't be intimidated by threats or bullying.
Well, according to the Local Government Act, councillors are the conduit into the community and vice versa. And when that link gets broken, that's a threat to all the councillors and to the community and to the Australian way of life.
Yes.
Just to lend support, as Councillor Curran has said. Nothing wrong with that.
For those that don't know me, my name's Alice Scott and I'm an activist. I like to think I'm a friend of Greg's. How this eventuated, after I read what our Lord Mayor had said in the paper after the incident with Greg's property, of course I was enraged like everybody else, I think, in the community. And Helen Weems, wherever Helen is, my partner in crime, we got talking and I said, well look, we should be doing something. I said we should be up there, picketing's not the right word.
But Alice is well...
But I like a good picket line. I wouldn't miss a good picket line. And I said we should be up there supporting Greg, and even if we came for a night and didn't have a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
And I never thought any more about it till Helen messaged me and said, I've been talking to Vicky and we're going to do it. And that's how it eventuated. That's how it started. And it just sort of snowballed. But I'm glad everybody could turn up. I mean, I realise most of them are from Helensburgh, but I see
Short notice.
Very short notice. I see Ray Robinson here. See Vicky and Helen Weems and I and Ray. We were foundation members of WAC, which was Wollongong Against Corruption. I don't know if everybody's heard of Wollongong Against Corruption. That we were there right at the beginning, before it hit the fan as far as Wollongong Council goes, when they were all, it came out, you know, what was going on in council. Well, we were all more or less, Vicky was the one that more or less brought that to a head. So we just felt that we had to be here and give Greg some support. And I hope everybody keeps it going. Yeah, that's all I've got to say.
Here.
Where's Greg?
Where's Greg?
Hiding.
You can't see you got that light on you, Greg.
One of the things we need to ask ourselves is, where do we go from here?
Yes.
We're here tonight, but what happens now? And that's what we've got to decide.
Yes.
Are we going to have a roster? Are we going to keep this up?
Are the police going to do anything? Or have they done anything other than drive by in the
I've just
daylight?
seen them go by for the 7th time tonight.
Oh, they've gone again.
If they keep doing that, that's wonderful.
That's
Keep
7
doing that.
within a couple of hours, and also, disappointingly, 7 within the last month. So with us coming here tonight, that has spurred them to save the embarrassment of us saying, well, we were here that whole time and not one police car went past. One of the things that has come up within community and emails received, and Greg's probably got these as well, was actually as a combined group tonight, come up with, instead of doing, you know, a roster here, which is probably difficult to maintain, I think as long as Greg and Brenda know that we're on call and we have a better response time than the police. So that's probably, you know, the first resolution. Thirdly, I think it's really important that we can consult with upper house members of parliament and leading into be ready for the start of New South Wales Parliament sitting in 2013, and have questions directed, one regarding the safety or lack of safety that we believe impacts democracy. So questions to the Minister of Local Government, who ultimately has been responsible for the department's advice to David Farmer and Gordon that they're relying on in the paper last week. And also they're ultimately responsible for council and councillors. And on top of that, questions to the Minister for the Illawarra, who we haven't heard from, and I don't think Greg has, in the last 16 attacks that he's suffered and his family. So questions to the Minister for the Illawarra and Minister for Police. And by doing that, I think it's showing that it's, our community can be up in Parliament on the day that the question's asked, just to sit down like we're doing today, just to say, no, we're interested in this. And I think we'll see some change for the community, that people who are doing these things will be held account, like the response time up here, and the fact that the community, when they're ringing, of attacks, and it's the community that value this environment, and it's water catchment. Like, it's not just valuing it because you're, selfishly wanting green trees and nice little rural atmosphere. It's because you're concerned about sustainability. And
as ratepayers, we expect our elected councillors to be protected and under
the Local Government Act, they are the councillors.
Yes.
Yeah, the councillors are the conduit to the community, and vice versa, as I have said. And once that line is damaged, terrorised, victimised, it's not just one councillor, it's all councillors. All councillors are a team, and it's not an Australian way of life.
Absolutely.
To be held to ransom by little thugs.
And I'm sorry, but it's not a game. It's got dangerous.
It's more than
What's
dangerous.
he going to do? Wait until someone gets really hurt before he says, "Oh, we better do something."
So do we continue to see the killing of the freedom of speech by people who just simply have done the wrong thing and have now been found out? And those people who are concerned, should they be continually terrorised, victimised? Only time will tell. And hopefully the council will do its job.